Huh? I know, right? This is like my two names. Middle name is always my house. I'm really glad because yesterday when I was coming up for the presentation, I actually sprained my ankle. I stepped back. So I was like, just power through it, just power through it. So,
All right. How are you?
Sir, how are you this evening?
Thank you for your help with this.
No problem. I enjoy it.
So the mic will be working.
Yes,
Want
sir.
to use it?
He's already got it. And it's ready to go.
Okay. All right.
Yes,
Thanks.
sir.
Is it okay to use this mic here? Because I have a little speech.
No, sir. He'll hand you the.
Oh, that over there?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
You can put your stuff here if you
Okay,
want
here.
to.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
that works.
It'll just be clearer coming out of that one.
gonna miss like 4. Good afternoon, esteemed guests. I'm Ahmad Al-Zahabi, Associate Professor of Petroleum Engineering and the Coordinator of the Order of Engineers. It's my distinct honor and the profound enthusiasm to extend on behalf of the National Board of Governors of the Order of Engineers a heartfelt welcome to each and every one of you to this significant ceremony. I'm delighted to share our ceremony is being live streamed, providing an opportunity for loved ones to participate in real time from any location. In this era of connectivity, let us embrace the power of technology to transcend physical boundaries, enabling your dear ones to be part of this celebration, sharing in the joy and success, creating lasting memories. Please take a moment to share this special occasion with those who matter most. As we embark on this significant event, I would like to acknowledge and express gratitude to the members of faculty who are assisting in making this ceremony possible. Dr. Rafiq Pashnak, Professor and the Dean of the College of Engineering and Sciences. Mr. Tyler Yassi, UTPB alumni and engineer at ExxonMobil. Dr. Zain Zeng, Associate Professor of Petroleum Engineering. Dr. Brian Flowers, Assistant Professor of Chemical Engineering and Coordinator of the program. Dr. M.D. Salahuddin, Assistant Professor of Mechanical Engineering. Dr. Forrest Flopper, distinguished Associate Adjunct Professor of Mechanical Engineering and visionary founder of the College of of the engineering. Their dedication and contributions are invaluable, and together we look forward to a memorable and inspiring ceremony. Enjoy this momentous occasion. Before we commence the ceremony, I have the honor to introduce Dr. Rafiq Bashmak, who would like to offer a few words of congratulations to the inductees.
Thank you, Dr. Al-Zahabi, for the opportunity to be here with you this afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. It's so good to see so many of you coming. This is great. Thank you for coming, and I hope that you enjoy this ceremony. As engineers, we often focus on formulas, specifications, and technical details. Engineering, however, is about problem solving. Here are some examples that illustrate engineering contributions to humanity. Airplanes that safely cross continents, communications networks that connect billions of people, clear water systems that prevent disease, bridges that make traveling easier, energy grids that support our daily lives, and life-saving technologies such as pacemakers and MRI machines that enhance our quality of life. The order of the engineer is more than a ceremony. By taking the oath, you are joining a tradition that emphasizes integrity, responsibility, and lifelong dedication to serving society. As you prepare to accept your rank today, I encourage you to reflect on what brought you here. Think about the faculty who challenged you, the classmates who collaborated with you, the mentors and family members who supported you, and the countless hours you invested in your education. These experiences have shaped not only your skills, but also your character as professionals. Thank you to the faculty, staff, and families who have supported these students in their journey. Your guidance and encouragement have helped them each reach this milestone. To the students, your accomplishments have earned you a place here today, and your future contributions will carry forward the reputation of UTPB and the engineering profession. We look forward to all that you will achieve throughout your careers. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Bashmak. Mr. Tyler Yancey from ExxonMobil will now speak about the importance of the engineering profession.
All right, thank you, Dr. Al-Zahabi. All right, I want to kick things off by asking you a question. Real quick question. How many people in here like making money? If you don't raise your hand, I'm going to collect your money after the ceremony is over. So I think that's an obvious question, right? Everybody likes making money. I want to kick things off by saying congratulations, because now you're on your way to making some money. The Order of the Engineer talks about ethics and the responsibility of an engineer. So it's not all about making money. I have a mentor that I have lunch with every now and then. He's a business owner. And he told me some valuable information. He said, Tyler, don't chase money, chase information. When you chase information, the money will follow. So what I'm here to do today is share some information with you, which based off what I just told you is just as good as money. Except today it's an IOU, and after I give you this information, you owe me. And what I want you to do is I want you to strive for excellence, and I want you to be the next guest speaker for UTPB. So if you don't know my background, I'm currently a petroleum engineer for ExxonMobil. I graduated from UTPB. I was sitting right where you were back in 2013. Since then, I've had a full career. I started with Chevron as a petroleum engineer, had various roles there, and now I'm a petroleum engineer with ExxonMobil. So let's talk about the slides here. First piece of information or advice I want to give to you is say yes. I want you to say yes to everything. So you're about to go into the working industry, and they're going to ask you, you're going to see projects pop up and all these organizations. And I want you to take that risk. I want you to say yes. This is the approach that I take every day. I say yes. I say yes even when I don't think it's possible. I say yes even though I know my workload is I'm drowning right now, and I'm still saying yes. Because I'd rather risk failure than risk not taking the opportunity and getting the experience. So time is the most valuable asset that you have. So use it very wisely, get the experience. I watched this sermon one time at church. And they said, they wanted to know they're interviewing this successful man. They said, how did you become successful? He said, I became successful because I knew how to make the right decisions. They said, well, how did you know how to make the right decisions? He said, well, I knew how to make the right decisions based off my experience. So they said, well, how did you get your experience? And he said, by making the wrong decisions. So in life, you have a right foot and a left foot. You don't have a right foot and a wrong foot. So you make mistakes by taking steps to the right, and you make mistakes by taking steps to the left. For those of you who think you have to be right all the time, it's like only having a right foot. You think you're making progress, but you're actually just going around in circles. Say yes to everything. Next bullet point up there is 100 three-point shots. How many people in here know the basketball player Steph Curry? All right. Very highly qualified basketball player, very good at shooting three-pointers. And I think he has the most three-pointers ever in NBA history. And the reason he's able to get there is because he shoots 1,000 three-point shots a day. It's repetition. If you want to succeed at life, it's repetition. Doing the same things over and over and over and over and over again. So if you're having some kind of skill set that you're not very good at right now, I would say you're right. You're not good at it right now. And that's because you haven't done it enough times. So just like Steph Curry, you got to shoot three-point shots, 1,000 three-point shots a day. That's how you get good. Next bullet point up there, OQP. Stands for only quality people. So if you didn't know this fact, I'll tell it to you. You typically make between $5,000 to $10,000 in the range of the people that you hang around with. So if you hang around with 9 broke people, it's only a matter of time till you're number 10. And the reason that is because their behaviors start to rub off on you, and their behaviors start to become your behavior. You just start hanging around with only quality people. Think people that come from a background and the mental aspect of their growth mindset. They want more. They want to be more. Now I'm sitting in this room looking at a bunch of people who want to be more. That's why you're here. That's why you're walking the stage, because you want to be more. You strive to be more. And you will be. Just got to keep shooting those 1,000 three-point shots. All right, learning never stops. 5th richest man in the world. He's, I think, probably at number 1 at times, number 2. He bounces up and down. But his name's Warren Buffett. He's a billionaire. He reads 1,000 pages every single day. So this guy's a billionaire. He's already at the top. But he's reading. He's reading 1,000 pages a day. Why do you think that is? 2 reasons that I believe that is. Number 1, winning's only temporary. So you got to keep working. Just like today, you're winning, right? You graduated. But the race is actually just starting. You have to strive for more, work harder. You're at the top right now, but quickly you will find that you're at the bottom. You're starting your career. And the second reason why he reads 1,000 pages a day, because learning never stops. That's how he gets new ideas. He's reading, he's growing his mind. Going back to the only quality people, that's why you want to hang around with these people, because you're not going to get everything from a book. You've got to, everybody comes from a different background. The more people you hang around with, the more ideas you're going to get, the more lessons that you're going to learn. And you're going to have that shared energy with shared experiences. All right, master the 3 W's. You got to want it, you got to work it, and you got to win it. So if you want something in this life, just like you did when you started your school career, you had to go to school, you had to work it. Now you're at the top, and now you're winning. So master the 3 W's. You got to want it, you got to work it, and you're going to win it. The next slide. All right, to summarize, basically what I was telling you is the advice that I'm giving you. I have an assignment for you. School's not over because I'm going to give you some homework. And the first order of homework is I want you to go out and I want you to find a mentor. How many people in here know what a mentor is? Somebody that's been there, done that, have the experience that you want, have the career that you want. And you go seek their help. You ask them questions. It doesn't have to be formal, it can be informal. But you've got to ask those questions. You've got to reach out for help. There's an organization that I used to be the chairman for, and I'm still on the board. It's called the Society of Petroleum Engineers. Fun fact, you do not have to be a petroleum engineer to join. This is a professional organization that I want you to go out and I want you to sign up today. And the reason I want you to sign up today is because they offer this collaboration. You're going to interact with working professionals in the business, in the industry today. You're going to show up to these seminars and these lunch and learns, and you're going to meet these people. On top of that, you're going to be listening to all these presentations and learning about the industry. It's tied to oil and gas, yes, but not all the time. They're talking about energy, they're talking about water, they're talking about, of course, oil and gas, but they're also talking about AI. So when it comes to energy, the energy business, it's very diverse. It doesn't have to be localized to oil and gas, but the main idea that I'm trying to get across is that you seek out that mentorship, you seek out that growth mindset in individuals, and this is the group where you can do it in. Second piece of your homework is I want you to seek out leadership opportunities. I want you to join an organization, SBE is one of them. I want you to look for volunteer opportunities. UTPB has a career champion opportunity. So you're graduating from here, so you have some knowledge and information that can help other people. That's what I am. I'm a career champion for UTPB. I try to help people with their resume reviews, mock interviews. And so you're going to go into the working world and you're going to become a mentor yourself. But I want you to seek those leadership opportunities because that's going to help you build your career. It's going to help you grow. Just like I'm talking to you today, I push myself every day. I accept these offers of coming to do public speaking, leadership, mentorship, knowledge share. That's how I'm growing, right? I want to be seen as a leader. So I'm taking advantage of those opportunities. Advice piece number 1, I'm saying yes to everything. All right, work on telling your story. You've got to learn how to tell your story. You got to be ready to tell your elevator speech, what it is that you know, what value do you add back to the business, what value do you add in your personal life. All of these experiences and advices that I gave you will be able to help you tell your story. So I want to leave you with one last story. Okay, how many people in here know the Dallas Cowboys? All right, I was part of Salvation Army's celebratory function about a year and a half ago, and Jason Garrett was a speaker, former Dallas Cowboys coach. And he talked a lot about Jerry Jones, who's the owner of the Dallas Cowboys, and everyone was asking him questions about what was he like, what did he tell you, Was he really, really honed in on being the manager of the team and all those questions? But the story that I remember the most that stuck out to me is that he said he was at dinner with him one day, and I think he was sitting off to the side, and Jerry Jones was sitting. He had like a glass in front of him, and he kept doing this. And he looked over to somebody. He's like, "What is he doing?" And then he dipped his straw in his cup. And he said ultimately he found out the story that he was telling is that he said that's how he bought the Dallas Cowboys. So he's in oil and gas. So what he was doing when he was poking his straw around his cup and finally poking it in his cup is that he was simulating drilling a well. So he said he drilled hundreds of wells and kept hitting dry holes, dry holes, dry holes, dry holes. And then finally he hit. He said, that's how I bought the Dallas Cowboys. So you can drill many dry holes, just like I told you in the very beginning about the man who got experience, right? He made the wrong decisions. That's how he got his experience. So I want to equip you today with some information that's the same as money, right? IOUs. I just gave you a bunch of IOUs information. Now you owe me. So I want you to go out to the world, drill your dry holes, and once you hit, I want you to come back to UTPB, and I want you to be the next guest speaker. Congratulations again, and we look forward to seeing you out in the real world. Thank you.
Thank you, Tyler, for speaking from your heart and truly represent the graduate, the engineering program graduates. Now, Dr. Zeng will present the history of the Order of Engineer.
We have a copy of that. Okay, well, good afternoon. And over here, I'm very proud for the opportunity to share something with you. And also, we had two visitors from China to attend the annual CO2 conference. Would you mind to stand up, Dr. Han and Dr. Wang? Yes, they are here, and I was assigned to serve as the interpreter for the conference, and we just had a very good meeting with Steve this morning, so thank you. Okay, so I want to bring them over here. They are very interested to witness what we are doing over here, so I took this opportunity to say that, yes, the world is so rapid and kind of in a bumpy time, and we do need people like this to bravely embrace the waves. And over here, yes, now is about the history of the order. The ceremony presents an opportunity for us to take a pledge and to recall that the professional purpose of engineering involves the pursuit of a learned art in the spirit of public service. By following the acceptance of the obligation, the individual engineer reinforces similar efforts for his or her peers, realizing that in unity there is strength. Yes. Decades ago, our engineering counterparts in Canada had this same feeling. They believed that a need existed for the introduction of a spirit of brotherhood and coherence among engineers. The Canadians believed that a good way to achieve this purpose would be to instill in engineers a consciousness of belonging to one another, to themselves as individuals and to those whom they serve. Thus, in Canada in 1926 was born what is now known as the ratio of the calling of an engineer. The words of the ratio were written by the English author Rudyard Kipling, who had much depth of feeling for engineers as the builders of the things intended to benefit mankind. The Canadian ceremony is dignified, impressive, and includes the placing of a iron ring of the small fingers of the individuals working hand, and then having them repeat in concert in public the words of Kaplan. It is difficult to visualize any better symbolism than that of a ring worn for all to see and saying in effect that here is an engineer dedicated to publicly award obligation to the profession and to those it serves. In Ohio, similar ideas to those written by Kaplan were well established, and correspondence began in October 1953 between the Canadian wardens responsible for the administration of the calling of an engineer and officers of the Ohio Society of Professional Engineers, with a view to possibly extending the Canadian ceremony to the United States due to copyright and other conflicting factors. Extension of the ratio into this country was not possible. In 1966, a group of engineers in Ohio, with members of several engineering organizations, began to pursue the objective of what came to be called the Order of the Engineer. While these deliberations of this group were in progress, seniors of Fenn College of Engineering of Cleveland State University, consulted by Dean Burr Bush, designed and held a ring ceremony and reception on June 4th, 1970. Each participant signed a creed and received a plain stainless steel ring placed on the small finger of his or her working hand. 170 engineering seniors and engineering faculty members took part in this first ceremony. Since then, the movement had spread rapidly throughout the states. Such is the story of an increasing acceptance of the Order of the Engineer as it is known in the United States today. It is patterned on the Canadian concept, but with the stainless steel ring symbolizing strength and unity of the profession and providing an identifying mark of an engineer. I would now like to ask Dr. Flores to describe to you the significance of the obligation and the engineering ring. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, everybody. Before I describe the significance, I just wanted to take a second, somewhat selfishly, because chemical engineering and electrical engineering have received their AVET accreditation, so this is the first time that chemical engineering and electrical engineering programs, those graduates get to participate, and it's nice seeing some of the chemies from years previously coming back to receive their ring. The significance of the order. Candidates for the order, guests, and friends. The Order of the Engineer, to which you will soon belong, is an independent organization. The purpose is to foster a feeling of pride in and dedication to that profession which binds us together. You are asked to accept with pride the meaning of the ceremony to which you are about to subscribe. The obligation should be freely given and the responsibility gladly accepted. The order is symbolized by the acceptance of an obligation and the wearing of a stainless steel ring on the little finger of the working hand. The obligation is the formal statement of an engineer's responsibility to the public and to the profession. It is a creed similar to the oath attributed to Hippocrates that is commonly taken by medical graduates and which sets forth an ethical code. The obligation likewise contains parts of the canon of ethics of major engineering societies. Initiates, as they voluntarily accept it, pledge to uphold the standards and dignity of the engineering profession and to serve humanity by making the best use of Earth's precious and limited resources. The obligation emphasizes the fact that we, as engineers, have certain obligations. It promotes honesty and integrity and recognizes that today's engineers are dependent on their predecessors for their skills. Now, Dr. Udine will now present the significance of the ring.
Good afternoon. This is the day you have been waiting for so long to be an engineer, right? You have gone through so many calculations, as Dean Desnak said. You have gathered information, experience, as Mr. Titanian said. If you think each of you has a control volume, let's say force balance, moment balance, energy balance, right? What kind of input we had? We had informations, experience, calculations. What kind of output can give? If we don't give any output, what is the efficiency? Zero. How the output can be? Let's say you are giving this knowledge to someone who is not here. Let's say you are using the knowledge to design something to improve human life. All the society can be improved, right? That's the output. Even though we don't give this output, we are burning our energy dissipations, vibrations, right? We are working with interacting with the universe, working against gravity, sunlight, everything, electromagnetic waves. And we are burning our energy but not giving any output productivity. Efficiency is zero. So we need to have some responsibility to the society, and that's the ring that is going to symbolize this responsibility. It's going to work like a transistor, like a trigger. When you say it, you remember the responsibility. And that's how we're going to work on the society, kind of giving the ethics and responsibility conducting to the society. So let me read the significance of the ring. The ring, a symbol of pride, prestige, honor, and professionalism among all engineers in the United States. Also serve as a reminder to the engineer of our obligation to the society. The symbol of your desire to serve the public is the engineer's ring. The ring you will wear on the small finger of the working hand will say to all who see it, here is an engineer, possessed of a publicly avowed dedication to the profession and to the public they serve. It is our symbol, wear it for all to see it. It is a badge of recognition, which will become known to all as a sign of a learned professional, pledged to making the best use of Earth's precious and limited resources. Congratulations and thank you all.
Thank you, Dr. Udin, for speaking about the significance of the ring. Dr. Flakar will now administer the acceptance of the obligation.
Will all the candidates and current members of the Order of the Engineer please stand? Candidates. The Order of the Engineer is an independent movement. The purpose is to foster a feeling of pride in and dedication to our profession. Your membership in the Order is symbolized by the acceptance of an obligation and the wearing of the stainless steel ring on the little finger of the working hand. There are no meetings other than this ceremony, and there are no dues. We will now recite the obligation found on the back of the program in unison. I am an engineer. In my profession, I take deep pride. To it, I owe solemn obligations. As an engineer, I pledge to practice integrity and fair dealing, tolerance and respect, and to uphold devotion to the standards and dignity of my profession, conscious always that my skill carries with it the obligation to serve humanity by making the best use of Earth's precious wealth. As an engineer, I shall participate in none but honest enterprises. When needed, my skill and knowledge shall be given without reservation for the public good. In the performance of my duty and in fidelity to my profession, I shall give my utmost. Now, in the presence of your fellow engineers, you will be called forward to the right of the stage and sign your certificate as an indication of your acceptance of the obligation of the Order of the Engineer. You will then place your working hand through the ceremonial ring and receive your ring as an outward sign of your profession. Dr. Al-Zahabi, will you please present the rings to the candidates at the ceremonial ring as they are called? Abel Torres. Eric Josue Mata Rivera. Ariana Cole. Michael Lee Haney. Oh, sorry, Nathaniel Solomon Garcia. Michael Lee Haney. Azali Amparo Sotelo. Xavian Rashid Brown. Penny Lee Grenier. Fatima Nadal Mahmoud Nasser. Giselle Patricio Alicios. Sandra Marie Valencia. Osmar Barahan. Quade Cresswell. Carlos Escalante. Vicente Hernandez. Ismael Herrera. Mackenzie Matheson. Franziska Piefke, who's participating remotely. Michael Gray. Hunter Boykin. Fabian Flota. Sergio Hernandez. Gloria Pina. Hector Sanchez. That's our last candidate. So if we could have just a brief moment where you come down and we could take a group picture with our guest speaker, and that will be it.
I welcome each of you to the privileges and obligations of the Order of Engineers. This ring is a reminder of our calling. Your certificate is your creed. It bears your name and your signature. It is your pact with your profession. Read it thoughtfully, regard it with humility, wear your ring proudly with a distinction for our engineer. I ask the audience to join me in congratulating the newest members of the Order of Engineers. This concludes the Order of